Namaste guys, Rajesh here for Namaste Tech, and in this video, I'm going to do a speed test, multitasking and NAND storage comparison between the Redmi 4 and the Nokia 3. While Nokia announced 3 Android-powered smartphones earlier this year, it has so far only launched the Nokia 3, the cheapest handset in its lineup in India so far. Now, on paper, the Redmi 4 is clearly the more powerful of the two handsets here. And to add insult to the injury, it is even slightly cheaper than the Nokia 3. And that is despite coming with additional features like a fingerprint sensor as well. But then the Nokia 3 has the advantage of running a near stock build of Android Nougat, while the Redmi 4 runs a relatively heavy MIUI 8 that is still based on Marshmallow. So how does the Nokia 3 perform in our speed test? Is it able to beat the Redmi 4 despite coming with a slower chipset? Let's find out in our speed test. Before we proceed though, a quick look at the specifications of both handsets. The Redmi 4 comes with an octa-core Snapdragon 435 chipset that is clocked at 1.4 GHz, and this particular variant here packs 3 GB of RAM and 32 GB of storage space. As for the Nokia 3, it features a quad-core MediaTek MT6737 chipset that is clocked at 1.4 GHz, and this is paired with 2 GB of RAM and 16 GB of storage space. So moving on to our speed test, which involved opening 8 set of applications and games, the Nokia 3 was surprisingly faster than the Redmi 4. While the handset took 1 minute 23 seconds to open the 8 set of applications, the Redmi 4 was 4 seconds slower and took 1 minute 27 seconds. Not a huge difference, but still, it's pretty impressive that the Nokia 3 managed to beat the Redmi 4 despite coming with a slightly slower chipset. Moving on to our multitasking comparison, the Nokia 3 was able to keep all the applications and games in its memory, while the Redmi 4 could not keep even one single application in its RAM despite coming with an additional gig of RAM when compared to the Nokia 3. Now this is likely because of a bug in the latest version of MIUI for the Redmi 4, because in our previous speed test and multitasking comparisons, the Redmi 4 performed just fine in our comparison and never unloaded any single application or game from its memory. So despite the Nokia 3 winning this round, I'd call it a tie between these two devices. It's likely that Xiaomi will end up fixing this bug with the next update for the Redmi 4. Finally, in our NAND storage speed comparison, the 32 GB NAND on the Redmi 4 was faster in the sequential read, write and the random read benchmarks by a pretty substantial margin, with the Nokia 3 only managing a win in the random write benchmark. Overall though, I'd say that despite its inferior specs, the Nokia 3 performed admirably in our speed test and multitasking comparison and gave the Redmi 4 a pretty stiff competition. This all boils down to the handset running a near stock build of Android, which ensures a smooth system performance. Sadly though, this cannot make up for the other features which the Nokia 3 lacks, including a fingerprint scanner, a poor gaming performance, and the ability to record videos in Full HD resolution. So that's it for this video guys. I hope you liked it. Make sure to hit that like button below and do subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Thanks for watching.